Hey there, guys. It's RCK back here again with our next episode. Today we're going to be looking at turn 49 and 50. I know it's been a while. Let me move some of my stuff around. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so Cloud Trapezing our god. Other than that, we have a couple of battles we are involved in. Otherwise, it's a lot of raiding back and forth with Vanheim. Hopefully the audio is okay. I think my OBS, something messed up with it, and I had to reset all my settings. Hopefully I don't go, it doesn't get too loud, I don't feel. Or at least I don't hope not. So we'll start here. TNG raiding back 1 PD, something we're very used to. Vanyaros doing their thing. We've seen Nambala still attempting to do some raids here and there. We have a small Sapaya Sun Guard force still kind of moving out. Marignan doing what they can at this point, but I think ultimately kind of losing the fight here. Vanhurst taking care. I mean, I'm pretty sure these Vanhursts and Vanyarls have very similar equipments. Yeah, I mean, this is what we've really been seeing. They're just some kind of AoE weapon along with a Vine Shield, and then whatever else past that. This one's a little bit more intense as far as the battle goes. We'll just check and see what they have. Yep, same thing pretty much. Air shield goes first, and then any other way to protect them. Misform. Yep. Blessing, and then probably attack. That's all they need. That's all they need to get it done against PD. Anything in particular? What is this? This is probably a Wind of Deathcaster, maybe. Yeah. Just trying to kill some of these mages in here. But unfortunately we did not. No, we did get 5. We got 7 mages in total. That wasn't too bad. Just to kind of lighten that army up a little bit so Vanheim can hit it. The 24 mages in total, that'd be a little much for him to take out. So we tried to soften it up a little bit. Fortunately, losing a Vanhurst there. Let's see what happened. Wonder if they have any gear or not. They do. Maybe it's because it's an Ice Shield versus a Vine Shield, and they're just able to take his defense skill down enough to deal damage. Damn. So it looks like he got hit with a Gifts from Heaven, possibly, and then ran. So much PD. Why so much PD? Of course, PD doesn't do anything. Where was this at? Right here at 121. Possibly could have had a fight here with End earlier. I'm going to take 131 because we see there's no PD in it. We're also going to move a small force north to hit 128. Well, the majority of our force is going to move on to Agartha itself. We'll have reinforcements moving up from 92 to help siege down that fort. We need to take 93 before Relay takes it. Moving commanders over to 82 in order to move the slaves out once we capture them. How is this stuff going? Moving some scouts around, it seems. Moving a group of condors north. We need to kind of liberate Nabah from the barbarian sitting on top of the fort. So research looking We'll probably have Alt 9 in 2 turns, so we'll be able to have Army of Gold, Army of Lead. That's going to be very helpful. With both of Marignon's forts unsieged now, them starting to raid a little bit more. We're moving back our slaves. Just for really so we just don't lose them to nothing, you know. I do not remember where Vanheim told me he had an army at. And we see definitely a large force there at Vanheim. We see a force on top of 48 here, his fort. I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to repel that pretty easily, leaving really not a whole lot left from Tianchi in the area. Maybe then we'll finally be able to push onto Marignan and take it. Making another headdress here. 3, 4. We're only making 12 Sapayas a turn. I'm not too worried about that. I wanted to make sure Sapayas were like kind of far into the late game when we're going to just produce them, or like every 2 turns we're going to be adding 3 Sapayas down to it. Because they just have such high upkeep. 340 gold a year. I mean, early on, yeah, sure, you can get 1 or 2 of them going, but it's going to really hurt everything else. But at this point, now that we have a very, very large mage corps, we have lots of research coming in. We don't have to worry about that. We can really, we only had to rely on our units themselves and condors. We didn't really need the summon Sapayas on top of that, but we are transitioning into them now, though. So don't think that I was going to just leave them behind altogether. It's just that I wanted to wait. Just because of how expensive it was. We are moving our god north on top of Agartha as well to cast Fog Warriors and Serpent's Blessing. It's going to be very useful. Other than that, not a whole lot. Searching around. Alright, so let's go check out turn 50. The Globals, just Eternal Pyre and Mother Oak. I remember not in Naba and Agartha owned some, but I think their stuff died. No, I think End actually owned a couple more, but their glyph died. I think that's who it was. I think it was End's. Oops. It's been a while. Clicked on the wrong thing. Alright. Turn 50. Nothing found. We did find a Shrine of the Outcast in the Canyon of Wind, so 2 more air gems, of course. That is great. We're up to 17 a turn. What did we send some of them off or use them all for condors? No, didn't send any. Casting 3 things of condors. Looks like we're trying to take 47 back. We are on top of Agartha now. I guess we could have watched this part. Just PD, we lost 1 slave. I mean, not shit. Vanjarl's doing their thing. Gets a pretty decent amount. We'll see what that one has on him. Same thing. Cat Charm giving them +4 defense skill is kind of nice. From the looks of an air show first, I'm sure it's the same script that we've already seen. We did take control of a province. They put no PD here in 89. Always make sure you at least put 1 PD down. Looks like we lost 2 of our Malquis here by some Jin Raiders. Looks like Agartha has been breached. So we're going to be storming this turn. Look at our scripts, horde of skeletons from most of our priests here. Other than that, slaves just holding attack rear, holding attack closest, just trying to spread them out. Condors on holding attack rear, Sapphires on holding attack rear. We have mass regeneration coming up. We have some of our Earth 2s casting Strength of Giants for the first two casts, while we have things waiting. And then Horde of Skeletons after that. Like I said already, mass regeneration. Horde of Skeletons for any other D2 priest. Wailing Winds for the one holding the Skull Staff. And then Horde of Skeletons after that. Looks like that one was an accident. So we have some slaves here. We're doing Communion Master, Power Spears to give an additional path, and then Will of Fates. They give everybody luck. We do know that they have a lot of fire mages in there, so we're going to be casting Rain. We're not really prioritizing any of our fire spells. We have Arrowfin going up as well with lots of Condors on attack rear. We have a lot more Condors on attack rear. We're putting up Firefin. More Strength of Giants casts. Fog Warrior, Serpent's Blessing from the God. Divine Blessing. Another Communion Slave. More than likely both those Communion Slayers might blow up. Hopefully not, but since we're only casting astral spells, it depends on what off-path spells he casts. So yeah, things are looking good. Looking to take Agartha at the next turn here. Other than that, we have all of our scouts kind of moving forward. You can see their sneaking lines all over the place here. Since we really don't need to be scouting this area anymore. Moving to take Nabah again from those barbarians sitting on top of it. Have some Condors moving in with some Runa. Moving another something else. Hold on. We're going to cast Wind of Death on that throne there. Sending this person into the Dark Knight, Warrior Mage, Bogus, Troll event to get them killed to make another Sapphire Summoner. And that really looks like it, honestly. Not a whole lot else. Not really doing a whole lot over here. We do see that a group did move out from Marignan. Can't really tell if it was from this fort or this fort. So, did we watch the battle here? It looks like he had to have fought here at the Old Coast. Old Coast. So yeah, Vanheim did really well in that battle. Unfortunately, losing the Adept of the Iron Order, who will have to make more, but only 7 Einhirs and 1 Van. Killing 17 Geomancers, 19 Celestial Soldiers. It's not really the fact that, oh, Geomancers are really inexpensive and they're very weak mages, but 17 is a lot, guys. That's a lot of turns worth of recruitment. I mean, how many forts does he really have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them's being sieged. But I mean, even if we used all these 5 here, and that one would get 2 a turn, it would still take him 3 turns worth of recruitment just to recuperate from that. And what's 7 Einhirs, you know? 1 turn? So you kind of have to keep that in mind. Just kind of cleaning up the last bits of everything here. So that's turn 50. What else do we have going on? Still a war over here. Simiana is still beating up on Zabalba. It looks like Pangea is finally beating out Ulm, but we don't see it yet. Might still have his cap. We're not entirely sure. Not sure what Ashdod and Relay are doing. Bandar and End. They were fighting a little bit more over here. I think maybe Relay's messing with them. I'm not entirely sure. Gartha's still trying to fight them. Alright, so that was turn 50. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.